Pete Wentz here from Oxygen's Best Inc.
How many tats have you got?
I don't know, man. A lot. They've all kind of morphed into one giant tattoo. 2 full sleeves and then random ones here and there.
Are you the kind of guy that gets a lot of work done for free, or have you invested tens of thousands of dollars?
I've definitely invested a lot of money into it. I feel like sometimes when people are offering to give you free tattoos, it's a little bit like a guinea pig thing. You know, it's like, oh yeah, you can have a free one because it's like in 2 weeks it'll be a month. You know, so yeah, I've gotten a couple free. I mean, like usually when I get something that if somebody does nice work, you want to give them some money or whatever anyway. So.
Your music. What's going on with Black Cards? What's going on, period, musically?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're writing a lot of music. I've got a label with the guys from Cobra Starship on it, and Gym Class Heroes, Panic at the Disco. So, trying to get a new Panic at the Disco record done, some new Gym Class or Travi songs, and then always working with Cobra Starship to get Gabe's. You know, he's a very interesting character, a little bit like the Joker, I guess, from Batman. Just never know what's going on with him.
You know, I play bass too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's a heavy hunk of wood. It doesn't make any sense at all. Your counterpointed drums are there every moment of the day. Why'd you choose the bass?
I think when I first started playing bass, I was like, oh, it's got less strings. It'll probably be easier. You know, it's only 4 strings. I think I can handle that. Like, I'm not playing chords. Love it. And the funny thing is, in the first couple years of Fall Out Boy, I think I played in the pocket with the guitars more, and then I remember like halfway through, I'm like, why do they always say the bass is in the rhythm section? It was like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be playing with the drums. Got it. Okay, switched it over.
What is it about? How do you know who's a good tattoo artist?
Oh man, there's a little trial and error. Obviously, you get to see. Everyone has a portfolio, so you're able to kind of see work that they've done before. But I mean, it's hard to say because everybody's got their own personal taste as far as the art goes, and then also you know how your body takes the tattoo as well. So there's a little trial and error. I would say for me, I don't usually go in and get a big piece from somebody until I've known some of the work that they've done or any of that, because the last thing you want to do is get stuck getting like a back piece from somebody who you're not sure about.
Because like my friends have a lot of them, and then the few black friends I do have, I'm like, it just doesn't look good on dark skin sometimes, and I'm like, who did this? This is terrible.
Yeah, I mean that's like one of the things I was gonna say is that everybody's skin is a little different. So if you have, there's definitely ways to, you know, like if you totally boost up the saturation and boost up the contrast and use less colors and do more black and grayscale, it looks great on dark skin, and you can get really great tattoos. You just have to be with somebody who's familiar with tattooing different styles and different skin types. I mean, it also just depends on if you hang out in the sun all the time or whatever, your skin, like different spots on your body are like harder to tattoo. And I've definitely gotten tattoos where I'm like, oh man, I don't know if this guy's ever done this before. It feels like he's got bricks on his hands, you know.
Well, Sammy, speaking of trial and error, then, is there a particular one that you were like, oh God, why did I get this, and get rid of it, or do whatever I have to?
I think that anybody that has this many tattoos, you'd be a bit of a liar if you didn't say you regretted some of them. But to me, like, I mean, there's none that I've gotten. I mean, I guess I've gotten like little bits of cover-ups done, but not in a way where I was like embarrassed about it, just in the way that it's like, oh, I could probably put better, cooler stuff on. To me, they're all like snapshots or funny stories, you know. I mean, the only thing better than a good tattoo is a bad tattoo with a great story. So
Why do you think tattoos came into vogue? I mean, it was a big thing in the 40s with sailors, and then it just kind of really fell out of favor. And then there was an incredible resurgence around the turn of the century.
It's real interesting because I remember when I got my first couple tattoos, and my parents were like, yeah, you're like just done, like no one's gonna, you know, like you'll never get married, you're never gonna have a job, you know. And then now you meet, like everyone you meet has tattoos, and to me I feel like there's something in the way that a lot of times things, I think, change the way they are, like become like lighter or diet versions of what they are to become into pop culture. And I don't feel like tattoos really have done that. I feel like it was a counterculture that is now kind of embraced. And whether it's like youth culture being bigger or whatever it is, I think that it's no longer a thing where it's like, oh, I think it tells a unique, fascinating story about somebody, and you're able to put that as like a timestamp from something that's happened in your life on your body forever, which is cool to me. Though I wonder if one day we'll ever see like a president who has a tattoo. Well, you never know.
Pete, who are some of the musicians? Who'd you steal from? I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, everybody has a derivative style from somebody.
I think I think as a musician, like the first person that was really interesting to me was Michael Jackson. I was like, oh, this is crazy. He's amazing, And then after that, it was Duff from Guns N' Roses, And I think that as you go, when you first start creating any art, especially music, it's like you're doing an impression, And then eventually, hopefully, it kind of morphs into your own style, and then eventually it's your signature thing. But yeah, when we first started, it was definitely, rock bands from the '80s for sure.
Do you think you became the musician you hoped you'd be? Or are you still working on it?
I think it's a constant path, maybe. I think that that's part of the adventure, and I feel like it's one of those things that, when you do feel like you've done that, maybe you're done with me. I don't know, I'm nowhere near it, but I feel like maybe when you feel like there's either no room for improvement or there's nothing else for you to write or nothing else, then maybe that's when you're like, well, just go hang out on an island somewhere or something.
So what do you want the audience to take away from Best Ink?
Okay. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the...
I'm sorry.
Well, what do you want the audience to take away from Best Ink?
I think that the most important thing for the audience to take away from me is that these are 12 artists. They're all amazing, different artists. And walking away from it, I think that the thing that we were most careful about this season on Best Ink was that tattooing is an art form. And it's cool that this show is a competition, and it's cool, I think that that's probably why people, when you watch cooking shows or fashion shows, they understand that it's a competition, but that it is actually an art form, and these people are real people who are putting their heart and soul into it, and hopefully that's what people take away after they see the show, or that they like a lot of our gags.
Pete, do you think there's any point where you will stop tattooing? I mean, is there a place on your body where you won't get tattoos?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten any, we call them job stoppers, which is your hands or your neck. We'll see. I guess I have a lot more real estate, I feel like, and I guess I eventually want to get one of something like when my kid can write or when he really can draw. It would be cool to get something that's unique and not just what everybody gets for their kids or whatever. But I don't know. I'm always like, it's like when you have a bad hangover and you're like, I'll never drink again until tonight when I have to drink again, or whatever. I feel like that's how you are with tattoos. Lots of times you're like, oh, this hurts so bad I'll never get another tattoo. And you're like, well, maybe I'll just get one, or a little one.
I'm afraid our time is up.
Oh, okay.
Thank
Pete, do me a
you.
favor. Look at this one right here and just say hi. This is Pete Wentz. Please keep it right where you got it.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? This is Pete Wentz. Please keep it right where you got it.
Thank you.